Howdy, howdy, howdy. Can you see me? Oh, not really good, you can't. Let's see me. Yeah, I'm green. Well, that's better. I'm having the weirdest week. Wait, I have a bench here. It's pretty neat. This will work. I'm having the weirdest week. I've been staying at so many weird places. Right now, not really weird, but just, you know, in the beginning I've been either stealth camping or staying at campgrounds, and then came Kansas and Missouri, and I usually stayed at city parks. And last week I've been just weird places. So yesterday, my last recording. Oh, what? Right? Was it all in the dark at the city park in Hudson, Archerville, or something. It was all pitch black, and I got a shower at the swimming pool and all that. Well, the day after that, so the morning, I was slacking a bit because I met like 15 bikers that day, and they just keep massing, you know, just too many bikers around here by now. They're just all doing the Trans Am Trail, and they all just started, and they're all complaining about the Appalachians, which are really not that bad. So that night I did my miles. I turned into McKee, which is a pretty small town just outside of Berea. Berea is like one of those mile marks, you know. A new map starts, and a lot of bikers are taking a rest day over there. So I didn't want to stay there because it's gonna slow you down, big places. So I stayed at McKee, and I drove into the town. And about halfway through the town, I saw a couple walking. So I biked up to them and I said, "Do you guys have a state park, like a city park?" And they said, "Yeah, but it's a small one. It's blah 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 down the road." And then I started talking about staying at churches, and the guy said, "Well, hey, listen, I know the pastor of the church of this church over here, and we were pretty close to a church. If you want, I can walk up to him and ask him if he can stay here." So I said, "Yeah, well, that would be great." So he walked to the pastor, and I waited in front of the church. And after about half an hour, I guess they were a bit slow. They came back, him and his daughter, and they brought me the news that I couldn't stay at the church. Which, you know, I can get it. You don't want this hippie biker stranger dude you don't know staying at your church. It wasn't that nice a church, so, but you know, I guess you don't. But on the other hand, it's not really Christian of you to, I don't know, it's not really Christian, is it? Allowing, you know, stuff that's hard to figure out, in my opinion. Anyway, the guy that walked to the pastor for me also appeared to be a pastor, but for a church somewhere down the road. So he said, "Well, if you want, you can stay at my porch." I was like, "Okay, that's cool. I'm okay with that." And apparently houses here have either a back porch or a front porch, or they have both, and in his case they had both. And apparently a porch is just a place that is open to the elements, as he defined it. Because I got into a room, but instead of glass, the room had just I don't know what the word is. Just thread, that's, I have no idea what the word is. Anyway, you know, the air can go through, but it's all thread. Yeah, I have no idea what the word is, but you probably get what I mean. So it was pretty much a room, but just without heating and without isolation. And there was a couch there, a really comfy couch. So I just put my sleeping mat on the couch, and I could cook outside, and well, it was pretty neat, you know. I could use a restroom. They weren't really open with the house. I mean, I had to do everything from outside. The bathroom had a door to the outside, so I had to wait until he unlocked it, and I don't know. They didn't want me inside, but I guess that's fair. But you're not gonna hear me complaining. They gave me water and a toilet and a place to stay, so you're not gonna hear me complain. Anyway, I left there this morning, and after sitting in front of a gas station tonight, well, this evening, end of the day actually, figuring out if I wanted to stay there, I decided not to, and I biked a little further, and I got up at this furniture shop and knocked on the door, and there was a grandma inside, and she said, well, if you wait here a couple minutes, the owners are gonna be here because I gotta close up the shop and go home, yada yada yada. So I waited in the grass, and they came home, and this is a lovely couple that owns a store, and they live up the hill. Let me just turn the screen, see if you can see it. No, you definitely can't. Well, anyway, there's a hill up there, and they live there, and they have the shop here. And I just walked up to them and say if I could pitch up a tent next to the shop, because there's a little grassy plain, and the rest of this area is all mowed and neat and stuff. And they were all, yeah, go ahead. I mean, not like any Kentucky experience I've had so far. They were really open and friendly, and yeah, go ahead, whatever, man. So then I said, well, if it's all that, can I like just throw up a sleeping bag and a sleeping mat under your porch? And they said, yeah, sure, go ahead. I mean, tomorrow's Sunday. They weren't gonna open the shop, so that's where I am, in front of the door, next to the threadmill. I mean, it's not the front door of the shop. The shop's on the other side, just around that corner. But that's where I'm gonna be sleeping tonight. And the guy he said, I didn't. They asked me if I already had dinner, and I said I didn't. So he took me to Dairy Queen. Yeah, he took me to Dairy Queen, and he bought me a double cheeseburger and some fries and a soda, and just, you know, we drove there and we drove back, just me and him. He's called Wayne along Highway 15, and then he asked me if I wanted another one, and well, usually, you know, he was treating me, and it's polite to say yes, but it's polite to say no, you know, but I've been saying no a lot, so I just said yes, and he bought me another burger. And he bought some like small Happy Meal kind of things for his grandchildren. Or well, they were staying here too. Inside this is like, I mean, it's all too complicated to explain. But there's a kitchen inside here, and that's where they babysit their grandchildren when their parents are off to work, which is, in my opinion, a really great solution for, well, that. So there, eventually we had 4 generations sitting in here, and about 4 kids just running around and playing. I mean, I haven't been in such a busy room in a long while, and so he brought a couple of Happy Meals, and my extra burger. But in the time we were gone, some other guy that was also here. He went to like a pizzeria, and he brought pizza because he thought we would all be hungry. So he brought 2 big pizzas. And Americans apparently don't eat as much as I thought, because they all had about 1 or 2 slices and they were full. So now I'm stuck with another pizza. So I had 2 double burgers, some fries, a soda, 4 slices of pizza, and I'm stuck with another pizza. I love people in Kentucky. Really, of all the states I've been in, people in Kentucky, I mean, their accent is horrible. Most of them are that poor, but they are the most, I don't know, I just love people in Kentucky. They're just, you know, they're also like really straightforward, like in a Dutch kind of way, you know, just it's either yes or it's no. Or maybe that's just the north of the Netherlands, it could be. But I like that too, you know. People just come up, ask you questions, and they just expect an answer. Like, they don't mess around with all kind of nonsense. Anyway, it's 11. I should be. It's 11 already. That's what happens when you stay at people's place. When you stay at a place with people, it's gonna, you know, it's gonna consume your whole evening. But I got food and I got shelter. I'm just gonna turn in. Cleaning out tomorrow, or packing out tomorrow is not gonna be a lot of work. I still got pizza. Oh, and tomorrow is the 12th day. 12-day mark. 12 days to go. I didn't bike a lot today because of the hills. They are slowing you down pretty much. It's either that or I gotta speed up. So, well, yeah. I'm gonna go to bed. Good night.